T-Bird. Oh, Lord, there it is.
It's taken many times of me tumbling to know this garden's where I want to grow. My life was like a seed of inhibition, but now I feel like a flower in the sun. All's been stripped away, I know for certain that the life I want to live has just begun. My darling, I have dreamed of you forever. I can't escape the truth of what I know. It's taken many times of me tumbling to know this garden's where I want to grow.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Stiver's Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And today is garden walk, but as we're phasing into fall, we're gonna start throwing a couple other things into the videos too. So here it is, cloudy. And so we have finally broke this heat streak that we're in. And today's high is gonna be 79 here in Kentucky.
I wish we could live like that forever.
It feels so nice. It's like, what, 64-ish degrees right now? And it is a little piece of heaven going on around here. All right, so we got to go get the eggs, so we're going to let y'all see the animals, and then we'll check on this garden.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. What's up, mamas? Quit eating the wicker basket.
I like my basket.
They wear out that basket. Every time I come in here, they're all about the wicker basket.
All right, okay. Okay.
What's up, Becky's? How y'all doing today? Good. Keep being cool. What's up, mama? You liking that fresh water? Papa Duck, you got guard? Atta boy. T-Bird. Oh, Lord, there it is. I heard you getting a little feisty with mama. So Mr. T-Bird, he's finally cock-a-doodle-doing. He's becoming a actual rooster, getting out of his young days. And so Jen was telling me, which I haven't had this issue with him, Jen was telling me that he tried to flog her. Yeah, he's still got baby spurs, doesn't even really have anything going on yet, but we're going to keep our eye on him. He hasn't done it to me, just her, so we'll see. But Mr. T-Bird getting a little wild hair under him, aren't you? You're going to be a good rooster, not mean.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Baby ducks are doing really good. They're actually coming to the bigger flock this weekend, and we will record it and make sure y'all can catch it. But they are getting big and just doing awesome. Loving the water. Little poof top. What's happening, y'all? All right, how about that little double whammy? Got you some animals involved in the garden walk today. So let's go into the greenhouse first.
I need a new shirt.
Why you need a new shirt?
Because they pooped on me.
So in here, we are looking beautiful. So I'm gonna turn you around there. Was it about 72 degrees?
Yep.
It's great. The sun's out, or the sun's behind the clouds, so it's looking nice. So here, if you caught our video of the fall garden planting, we have a lot of stuff already coming up. This is the purple plum radishes. We've got red Russian kale and lettuce little Jim.
Yep.
Is that what I said? Yeah, that's from Baker's Creek.
We got purple bok choy.
All kinds of purple bok choy popping up. That one germinated really well so far.
All kinds of Swiss chard. And all that. All kinds of beets.
Yeah, the beets are really taking off.
There's some more beets. Those are the Detroit dark red.
The Detroit dark red's what we grew in the spring. So we're also throwing in some early wonders for the fall as well.
That's about it, but we're gonna do some more planting. What happened there? We're gonna do some more planting this weekend. So we've got a whole lot of more stuff that we want to seed start, and we're gonna show you.
Yeah, so we want to plant a little bit more. I don't think we planted enough beets for the amount that we want. I think we did good on the lettuce. I don't know, we'll probably do more of everything, to be honest with you. Just because we want more.
Yeah.
And that's how we're gonna do it. So let's go outside now and check it out there. How about that?
All right.
It's starting to transition into the fall. We had extreme heat, now we're getting a little bit cooler. The plants are trying to adjust, but just kind of normal process. They're starting to kind of go down a little bit. But Till Garden is still looking good.
No more squash bugs.
No more squash bugs.
The DE saved them.
Ellie.
Even though it's not really for squash bugs that people say, but it saved them. And our butternut squash is doing great. It's still producing. I have so much butternut squash that I'm gonna can. And they're just doing lovely, so we're just gonna keep letting them go till the fall.
There's another one over there. Right there. Yeah, so like she was saying, we did use DE to kind of help treat and try to get rid of squash bugs and really any kind of bugs that were hanging out. And so the difference with what our purpose of using that DE for was not to kill, but to get rid of and just have them move along to somewhere else, because this is our only tilled garden and it's pretty decent away from the raised garden bed, so we weren't worried about them making their way over there, and there's really no kind of squash kind of material. I don't know, that didn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, the DE itself, we coated everything, did a lot of treating to the ground, not just the plants, and it did kind of, you know, get rid of them. So that's pretty awesome. The Cherokee tan pumpkins are still doing good. You see the weeds, that's coming up from where the hole is, where we actually planted the plants, and it's that real crabgrass that spreads out, but it's okay. It's not taking over the plants by any means. Here's a couple of the Cherokee tans right there, and then we got little Jack B. Littles everywhere. We also got a cat in the garden. All right, pepper bed, still doing strong. Now, one thing that I wanted to tell you all about was we were starting to get some yellowing of the leaves on the bottom, and they were starting to fall off. So usually what that means, it's missing some kind of nutrient of whatever it is. I had mentioned we had quite the drought going on. So it wasn't getting very much in there because we were just using straight hose water. And if you caught my rainwater video, we were pumping in a bunch of calcium and magnesium in it, which eventually could cause a deficit or not allow it to start absorbing. So what I did was I actually used our liquid fish garden fertilizer from Haas Tools. And so how we normally plant with the fish fertilizer is we dilute it with water and spray it at the base and let it treat kind of slowly, but just a constant growth. Well, something you can do for a little quick trick to try to make this better is actually pour just I would almost say a top full of fish oil or the fish fertilizer right at the base without diluting it at all to kind of give it a quick fix. And I'm happy to say it has. There's no more leaves on the bottom that are yellow, and they're not dropping off. So that really helps. So if you're kind of facing that same issue, grab you some of that Haas Tools fish fertilizer. We have the link below in our description, and that should hopefully bring your peppers back to life.
So you see all kinds of peppers on there. We're gonna actually harvest those today. We've got jalapenos and bells, and we're gonna harvest them because we have a whole mess of tomatoes that we'll actually show you here in a little bit, and we're gonna make some salsa.
Salsa.
As you can see, the okra is huge. It's producing really well. We've got some on here that we need to cut. It's doing really good. It's not enough to can, but we're just kind of eating it, frying it, snacking on it when we're in the garden. This one's the biggest. It's getting really tall. But we're just harvesting it and loving it. We'll probably do more okra next year.
It's been the perfect amount for, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, just for kind of like dinners, for a serving amount. So 3 okra plants, if you were curious. Wow, I didn't even see that big guy. He getting a little big.
As you can see, this bed, the end of this bed is vacant for fall plants. So once they get big enough to transplant, some stuff will be going in there. These are all done. We're just gonna take them off here shortly.
They're done, but Mr. Lufa's joined the party over here, which we made it do it. Yeah, he's came all the way to here. And so you can really redirect these loofahs exactly where you want to. Just watch for these wild guys and put it exactly where you want. But we still got cucumbers that are popping over here, aren't we?
I'm still harvesting cucumbers. I've made enough pickles for us to last for years. So the next cucumbers that we get, I'm actually going to give away and hope that somebody else will make pickles because I'm done.
The most extreme change from 1 week ago.
Got loofahs.
So was it our last one that we had just a very small little loofah? Look, y'all.
That one. Can't remember.
Actually, I think it was this one.
No.
So we got this guy here.
Got this one.
This guy.
Got one down there. That one's huge.
That one is ginormous. We got another one right here.
Yep. I think that's it.
No, there's another one in here. I saw it. I think it's hidden. Yeah, it's kind of hidden in there. You can't really see it. But yeah, so we got loofahs popping all over the place, and we are so excited.
They grow fast too.
They grew really fast. It is insane the amount of growth.
Bug.
What?
Yep.
Stink bug.
Yep.
You little son of a gun. Ain't got no time for you.
All right, so these are the Bonnie's Best tomatoes. This is that bed. They're doing good. They're definitely not at their hottest. There's not really any disease. It's mainly just caterpillars. And if it were earlier and we needed more tomatoes, we would probably do the BT, but we're just kind of letting them go. We need this space eventually for fall crops, and the tomatoes are still doing good. I mean, they're still producing. We're just waiting on them to ripen, but they're doing okay. We had a storm come through, which you'll see more on the next bed, but you can tell they're just kind of laying over and just all over each other. Some of the tobacco sticks are breaking, but they're doing okay. I mean, we've still got all kinds of tomatoes that are gonna ripen, so that's nice.
This bed has just doing its own thing. It's laid over everywhere. The plants are just huge, and to be honest with you, I'm not gonna add a third tobacco stick up here with duct tape. And these thorns we have are starting to loosen them up and move them around. So I know it looks like a mess. If you're new, it didn't always look like this. It was very pretty and pruned.
This is our tomato variety bed.
Yeah, but we're still harvesting like crazy, and it's okay. You know, tomatoes don't always have to look pretty. We still got beautiful white cherries. You can see not a single thing that's eating them. So they're still very healthy plants, and they're producing very well. They're just really big. So we're doing our best to keep them on. We got all kinds of stuff growing in here. Whoa. All right, here's the shot from the other side, so you can kind of see everything's kind of laying that way because that's the way the wind and the storm came through. But again, it's fine. We still got all kinds of tomatoes on here. Jen's holding a handful in her arms right now. What you doing?
We'll talk about it in a minute, but there's something growing over there.
Oh, sure. I know what it's from. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
I think I see a pink oxheart over there.
Where?
And we're ready to get. You should check it out. Right here. So when you get to this stage, you want to pull ones that are this close on off, because if you wait till they're fully ripened, you're gonna get caterpillars, for sure. Some kind of bug's gonna get it. I'm trying to get this thing off with one hand. There we go. So there she is. These are by far our favorite taste-wise. Love an oxheart, and this is the pink oxheart version.
They're
from
so
Baker's
meaty.
Creek. So meaty, so good. So there's those. We still got Jimmy Nardellos down here, and they are a sweet, delicious pepper. We will definitely be growing those again, no doubt. I love them. I love that pepper. It's so good. All right, and here's what Jen was talking about. So this is what happened. We've been putting all of our rabbit food and everything in here, or not our rabbit food, sorry, our rabbit droppings all into our garden beds to let it fertilize in, because that stuff is just pure magic and gold. Well, we made the mistake and bought a pack that had a lot of kind of seed stuff in it, I guess you could say. And so I didn't realize it till a little too late, and I tried to get all of the seeds out of the droppings that they had kind of made a mess with, and look at there, y'all. They germinated, and we got something growing. That looks fairly on the lines of like a zucchini or squash kind of plant, but who knows what it is. I think it was actually pumpkin seeds. Yeah. So that's probably what it is. We'll have to get those out of there.
Okay, so these are the carrots. They're doing still really good. Not quite ready yet, but they're crazy.
There.
They're all over the place. And we're gonna have a lot of carrots when we do harvest them. Pretty excited about that.
And I'm sure they're really gonna enjoy these cooler temps we're about to have.
Yeah, they'll probably get huge. And these are the bush beans. They're still doing well. Still harvesting off those. I just canned some the other day. I'm actually getting enough to can, so that's really nice. And we're loving them. They're doing really good.
Loving it. Over here is our mini white cucumbers that we've been thriving about and talking about and how great they are. Jen's trying to do it one-handed over here.
Can you
trying to get them out of there. Hang on. Don't cut my hand. All right, you got it.
There's one. There's another one.
Hang on, don't cut my hand. Let me get it.
All right.
All right. So that's what they look like. They start getting a little yellow if they get a little bit too big, but that's not over ripeness, kind of like it would be for a regular cucumber. But these things are awesome. So this side has one plant in it that's gone completely up and over. And then the other side has two plants in it, in the pot, that have also gone completely up and over and taken on it to the other side. By far the best choice we made for a second summer crop.
There's some in there too.
Right beside the mini white cucumbers, we got our Be It Alpha cucumbers that are basically dead, but not. Still producing cucumbers. They've grown over. That disease will eventually get over here and get them, but you can see we still got cucumbers popping up left and right. They're all on these plants and doing well and growing big and fast. And so we're not taking them up yet because we're still getting cucumbers, and that's just what we're gonna do. The other side are over here. Here's the two of them that we got. They're still producing as well. Like I said, they might look rough, but they're still doing the job. We got them all the way down here, almost to the bottom of the other side of the pallet trellis. It's so cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. Think it's the coolest thing that we've done with these pallet trellises and just having these cucumbers, and we'll definitely do that again every year. Here's that volunteer plant that the rabbits also laid out. Now this was before we made that mistake and got something with pumpkin seeds in it. So it's really starting to look like a squash or zucchini. It's flowering. Let's start taking some guesses down below. Y'all tell us what you all think this is, what kind of variety it is. It's definitely in the squash family. It doesn't look like one that trellises out. So I'm thinking it has to be, I don't know. It's some kind of zucchini, squash, pumpkin, something on the lines of that, but it doesn't look like a trelliser just yet.
All right, these are the Rebel tomatoes, which are still doing good. I think we've picked one off of them so far, so we've still got a lot that's gonna be coming. We'll still be getting tomatoes for quite some time. They have a little bit of the caterpillar issue. Yeah, there's one.
Get it?
I really don't want to touch it. Oh God, ew.
I had to kill it. No, it didn't poop it. It squirted because I killed it.
That's gross.
But yeah, so they're doing great. They're doing good. They're growing tall. We're just kind of letting them do their thing and grabbing us a few tomatoes off of them here and there.
Last but not least is my tea garden, which is still doing really good. My basil's starting to go to seed. My mint's starting to go to seed. Marigolds are doing really well. The lemon balm's doing great. Chamomile's coming back.
Look at that. We pulled these up.
And licorice basil's doing good, but starting to go to seed. I'm gonna come out here and spend some time and cut the seeds off and harvest some more stuff to dry for some teas, but overall, I got pretty much everything I need from it.
I love this citronella plant. Just rubbing it and putting it on your skin. It smells so good. And it helps keep bugs away.
The dandelion greens I ripped up are coming back too.
They sure are.
This mint's sending out runners everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, like we all know and we all talk about, things in this bed can take over. So we've got to make sure that we're not allowing it to and cutting it back and keeping it to the size that we wanted it to. So that does take a little extra effort making sure that you do that, but you can. It's easy. You can keep them controlled. You just got to stay on it. All right, we got one more thing to show you, and some awesome friends of ours brought them to us. Banana trees! How cool is that? They sent us two of them. So it's our friends at Consider It Joy. Is it Homestead on their name? Is it just
Consider It Joy Homestead.
Yeah, so Consider It Joy Homestead. They live here around us in the general area. But they're awesome. They're starting out their homestead, getting it going, and they actually have a wind turbine.
They do.
Which is really cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, so Lundy and I have been, when we're ready, I want to talk to him a little bit more about getting that set up on our place too, because that's really neat. I love that. I think it's cool really thinking out of the box and get creative. But in the meantime, we got banana trees. So we think it's really awesome. That's really nice and cool of them, and we'll get these things planted somewhere. Just got to figure out where.
That's right. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, thank you. I lied, that is not the last thing that we have to show you all. We want to show you all the harvest that we've been getting.
And my table was virtually clean. I have this middle section here of random stuff. And then yesterday, my stepdad brought over tomatoes from his garden. because he doesn't have time to can them, and he's just getting them like crazy. He lives right down the road, so he brought them over for us, and we're gonna can them. We've already canned so many tomatoes. We've made sauce, spaghetti, stuff like that. So this round, we're actually gonna do salsa, which is one of Zach's favorites. And
yes.
I like doing salsa, but I like to have the other stuff first, like the spaghetti sauce and the tomato sauce and the juice. I like to have that just because it's so versatile and you can use it for anything. But at the end of the season, if we have enough tomatoes, we like to do salsa. So that's what we get to do with these tomatoes. So we're gonna do that today. We're not gonna show it, but we're gonna do it.
And salsa is my absolutely favorite snack. I mean, that's my go-to. When I'm hungry and I want something to eat, I want salsa. So I'm very excited about this. I'm just so happy that Larry brought these over and I actually still get some, because our tomatoes are starting to wear down and I didn't know if I was gonna get any this year. Yeah. Larry to the rescue, salsa saved the day.
But I know you all like to see the harvest. You appreciate it. So I just wanted to bring y'all in here and see that. Yeah. Because it's a lovely sight to have on the table. So.
For sure, and that's part of it with the whole sharing back and forth. We talked about it all the time with Larry and Karen, Grammy Karen, that's her husband. So we do a lot of sharing back and forth on the different veggies, and they know they give us their extras, they'll eventually eat them as well. It doesn't go wasted for them. They just don't have the time to can. And we do, I guess.
So I wish you could feel it, but hopefully you can see it, that it feels and looks like fall around here, and it's a beautiful morning.
For sure.
I enjoyed my pumpkin spice creamer this morning. I hope you all are too. If you haven't seen that, I have a video how to make it homemade, and it's just perfect for this time of year. It's the best taste ever. So we're gonna enjoy this day. We're gonna be canning, but I'm kind of hoping that we can open the doors and windows, let a little fall breeze through, and just enjoy ourselves. Maybe light a candle and
light a candle. Oh my goodness.
Pretend it's October.
Yeah, so we hope that wherever you are, you're having a nice little break in the heat as well. It's beautiful here for once. We love the clouds today. Every once in a while you deserve that. Yeah. So we're definitely gonna take full advantage of it, enjoy it. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. Get a little taste of the animals, a little glimpse of the garden, and that's kind of how these garden walks are gonna filter back into it. Just a little bit of pieces until the fall garden's really kicking in high gear.
That's right.
Stand by to some stuff for this weekend too, with some more garden planting and moving those ducks out. Yep.
And I know a lot of you up north are still right in the thick of your gardens or coming in, so enjoy that. Keep going, keep gardening, keep doing a good thing until fall, and then we'll start it all over again.
That's right, y'all. Let's get at it.
All right, we love y'all. Have a wonderful day.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.